Welcome back. A few Sundays ago, a great cry went up from the nation. It was the moment when BAFTA announced the winner of the Best Light Entertainment Award. As David Jason stepped up to receive his long-awaited prize, we all, with one voice, roared, "Lovely jubbly." That award was for his performance as dear old Del Boy, but in a new series, H.E. Bates's The Darling Buds of May, he takes on a fresh character, Pop Larkin, father of a bunch of lovable layabouts who sail through the countryside, spreading joy and happiness. Makes a change from creating urban chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, David Jason. Well, congratulations on that. I mean, you waited a long time for that one, didn't you?
Yes, I have rather, yeah. 5 years, I think it was. I got it on the 6th. Yeah. Justly deserved, the other people who won it, I must say. But it was very nice to have finally got there, yeah.
Ronnie Barker got in touch with us and told us that he had picked up 22 awards so far. What is your tally?
22, yes, 22. Well, I must be about 14 down now, Ronnie. I've got about 8 to go. I'm catching him up slowly.
Do you have a trophy room?
No, I've got a little sort of cupboard in the side of under the stairs where I stick them all. I tell you where I keep them anyway.
No, of course not.
Last time you said that you was going to be away, someone come and visited you.
That's right.
I don't want any visitors, thank you.
Ransack the place. Josie, you're the award for your show. Are you on a sort of timeshare on that one?
Oh, the BAFTA award for Who's Line? I suppose so. I mean, I'd forgotten about it. I knew that we were nominated.
No, this is all physical, you see. She's a physical actress. She's a bit of trouble with the nominating.
I do. I knew that we were nominated.
Nominated. She got in. She got it up.
But I was working on the Sunday night at the store, so when I got back home, there was a message from my mum saying, "Well done," and I'd forgotten to video it. So I mean, the Hat Trick have asked us to go and have a drink on Wednesday, everybody that's been involved in the programme, so it's great.
Yeah.
But it was a nice surprise.
Well, talk about pastures new now. I mean, literally, in the new series Darling Buds of May, you play Pop Larkin. Sort of mixture of the BFG and Toad, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
it is a bit, yeah.
Did you lick your lips when you were offered that part?
No, I licked my chops.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you hadn't noticed these.
Oh, yes, the incipient...
Yeah. No, dear? Yeah.
George Michael.
Oh. He gets me in with Bananarama, I don't mind.
So you're a city boy, but are you rural at heart?
Oh, me, myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit. I think we all like the countryside. I'd like to get away from the hurly-burly and the rush of everything. So that side of the character is very difficult to get... That's only just a sort of flavour of the character. It's very difficult to get hold of anything more than just a sort of a picture image, really, of something that's much deeper than that. I mean, the difference between Pa Larkin and Del, for example, I mean, Del is a wheeler and dealer and lives in the concrete jungle. I mean, he doesn't even know what a cuckoo is. I mean, he thinks something comes out one of those clocks that go boop, 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 boop. Whereas Pa Larkin is a man who loves the country. He spends his life in the country. He's born and bred. It's in him. And so that's the difference between the two characters is very marked.
You had to milk a cow, didn't you? Was that the first experience?
Well, yes. I mean, I was going to elaborate on that, but I don't think I will. No, because it has a lot of similarities to... Now, what I'm saying... Thank you. Please, keep the party clean. Do you mind?
It's a funny way to hold it, but still.
Yeah.
Yes, but...
Well, anyway, it works. You've never tried it?
No.
Never lived. I don't know. No, it's just that, as an actor, you're faced with certain problems like this. And well, the great thing is that no one ever bothers to ask you these questions. They present you with like a Spitfire, and they say, well, you just get in and do a couple of circuits, Dave. We want you to get back here by our bar. They're always doing that constantly. And so they suddenly produce this cow. So all we want to do is to sit down there and milk the cow. So they say, but... perhaps I've never even seen a cow before in my life. Oh, well, don't worry, the farmer here will tell you how to do it. But the one thing that did happen is, as it happened, I had milked a cow before, so it was fairly easy. But this cow decided that she wanted to have me on her left. No, on her right. She didn't want me on the other side. But the cameraman decided that he wanted her that way. So anyway, he set up the shot and he put the cow like against that wall. She didn't like to be against that wall. So every time I got down to go and start the bizzo and give her a bit of pleasure... No, it's absolutely true. She'd suddenly start to go, oh, hey, hey. And, of course, a cow can't stop. I mean, it's a big animal. And they walk all over. They can do a lot of damage, dear, especially if they put the foot in the wrong place, I can tell you. So, in the end, I had to say, listen, I think it's better if we put her that way round, and then I will face that way, and I can do the shot over that shoulder. And the director said, it's not going to work as well. I said, fine, listen, I'll stand behind the camera, you do the milking. Maybe you're right, Dave, let's put it the other way around. So you sometimes have to win a battle like that.
Yes. Are you good with animals, Josie?
Ages ago, I did this television play where I played this highway woman that had to get hung, and they brought me down the high street on this sort of cart drawn by this donkey, and then the cart was going to stop by the scaffolding, and I had my hands tied behind my back, and they were going to put the noose around my neck, and there I had this sort of speech that I had to do with this noose around my neck. But this donkey was very frisky that day. So he trolloped up the high street with me with my hands behind my neck. And then they put this noose around my neck, and the donkey was just going backwards and forwards, and I was going like that with the noose. so in the end, they had to sort of get rid of the donkey for that shot, and these two very strong men held the cart up while I did my speech. Because, I mean, I could have been off, couldn't I?
Yes, you wouldn't be here now, dear, would you? No.
It's given you a nice long neck there. Now, Dell, at the end of the last series, had become a dad. Very moving stuff. Is there more of the series planned?
Yeah. Well, certainly we're doing a Christmas special, which is... obviously, a lot of people are delighted about that. We think that there's a good, strong possibility that... I'm posting Sullivan off at the moment. He's being posted away to America to sort of sort the Americans out. We hope that the next Christmas special will have quite a lot to do with the Americans.
Oh, right.
We don't watch it, pal.
Now, you and Nick go back a long way, as they say. And now, 14 years ago, Nick presented a kids' television show in this very place, and you were a special guest, I remember.
Right, also we've got that incredible funny man David Jason, and later on we're going to have that superstar singer Stephanie Sykes. And now over to thing. I was going to say, did you enjoy? Did you enjoy doing?
I've forgotten. No, I didn't enjoy it. Oh, I see. That was a very good point. Leave it.
Yes.
Now, you were 15 then,
swine. That's really not a very nice thing to do, is it?
I loved it.
I know you did.
How old was Nick then, do you reckon?
I think he looked about 4.5. I don't know.
Lovely stuff. Were you watching that, Josie, in those days?
No, I can't remember that, no. I'm
like
sure
the
I would
creature.
have remembered the cat.
Yes, I'm sure I remembered his haircut. He looked like somebody from the creature from the Black Lagoon. No, he was very young. I wasn't much older. Yeah. Where did you get that from? That should have been destroyed years ago.
Oh, it was. We dug it out. That's good. Now, Americans love our comedy shows, don't they? Is there any chance would Fools and Horses work over there?
No, I don't think so. I mean, Josie worked over there. She knows more about it, perhaps, than I do. I've not worked over there with an American audience. But one of the things that I'm fairly certain of, that I think that our material will work better in Europe than it will in America. And strangely enough, that people think, well, the Americans, we have the same language. I think we're closer, in fact, to the Europeans than we are to the Americans in language. First of all, that the Europeans have a much greater command of the English language than we have of their languages, the Germans, the French and Belgians, etc. They also learn the language, I say correctly, as we learn it here, where the Americans do speak a different language. But things like Fools and Horses, particularly, I suppose, Hello, and some of those, it wouldn't get off the ground because they wouldn't know what we're talking about. They'd have to have a Bible. Wouldn't they? They'd have to have a map saying, what's it said here, a dipstick? Now, hold on, honey, hold on. I'll tell you what dipstick means.
Oh!
Good God! Is that what what it means. And I got another one here called plonker. Well, it means the same thing, honey. Switch it off, switch the kids off. So, no, I don't think it would go at all.
But you have been offered a film role, haven't you?
Yes, I was offered a film role. It's a rather interesting story because I suppose it reflects how the us in Britain deal and how the Americans deal. I just finished doing Porterhouse Blue and I'd won BAFTA for Best Actor. And everybody was talking to me and sort of saying, well, what's going to happen now? I mean, you know, this is great. It must do marvels for your career. This is it. I mean, you're made. Nothing happened. Nothing. Then about 3 weeks later, my agent phoned me and said, Pinewood, Globus, is it? Glomulus, or whatever his name was? It's an American company, Globus, I think they're called. Anyway, they are doing this film, Pinewood. They're desperate to have you in this part. They've heard all about you winning BAFTA. They've heard all about the series. Oh. Well, maybe it's starting to happen, OK. Listen, this afternoon they're sending down a script. They'd ask you if you'd like to read it. Well, I think I might be in, you know. Might force myself to read this script. So, that afternoon, sure enough, a big, huge Merc rolls into the drive. And of course, I didn't know that, because I wasn't actually looking out the window, peeping through the curtains, waiting for it. I was actually sitting in the room, biting my nails, waiting for the doorbell to ring. Anyway, I opened the door, and there's this man there, and he is in the full kit, the chauffeur kit. He's got the grey outfit, grey hat. He's got a big package under his arm. He says, Mr. Jason? I said, yes. Afternoon, sir. Compliments to Hovis International, sir. It was the script we'd like you to read, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, I don't seem to have any money on me at the moment. Thank you. Anyway, he drives off, so I've now got this script. Wonderful. So, I now sit down, pull the script out, and the first thing I read, it reads on the top, it said, Dear Mr. Jason, we'd like you to consider the part of the porter. So I thought, hello? This is not very inventive casting, is it, this? Having just played a porter in Porterhouse. So anyway, I open the script. Page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ah! Our hero, the lead, drives in to the corporation car park. He is met at the car park by the porter. Come on, I've arrived in the movie. I'm in the movie. He winds down his windscreen and says, I've come to see Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, sir? Certainly, sir. If you'd like to take your car, sir, park it right the way round the back there. You'll find the visitors' car parked third on your right. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Have a nice day, sir. That was it. Gone. Oh, you don't mean... Perhaps he's the killer. Wait a minute. So, go on. He appears 3 more times. His part gets smaller and smaller. The last time he appears, the car comes out of the car park and runs the bugger over.
On that note, well, I think we'll prepare ourselves a little music, and I will say thank you very much. Good to see you again. David Jason.
Thank you.
And Josie Lawrence. And thanks for your company.